to be so much more precise, and we can focus it directly. But if we take it to the next level, we want results, and we want to bring that all into balance so that we're working with an equal and opposite forces. One thing is that it's really wild to think about is that most of the control for our sports performance, all the functions and activities that are related to being a better athlete actually come from the brain. Namely, one of the regions that we're looking at is actually this back part called the cerebellum, and information comes through all of our nerves and from our joints and muscles, and it goes through that area, and then it processes and goes up to the higher parts of the brain, which then send the information out and how to control it. Now, even dealing with like coordination, dealing with balance, proprioception, all those are fundamental activities, and all of those are things that we need to become better athletes. And so what we utilize here in the clinic is we do some different tools, we use some different, therapies that help target these regions of the brain. One of the main ones that we use is called red laser, or red light therapy. Some people see at different places, but with the laser we're able to be so much more precise, and we can focus it directly on the parts that we need to activate and improve blood flow. Increased blood flow is one of the major things that we get from laser. And then we can just help you out and stimulate those parts of the brain, bring more blood flow to that, and then we'll go and do some different activities, whether it is different balance activities or different reaction times, and then we dive into some of the eye movement exercises, which help speed up and process that information as well. Because as we're an athlete, we want to scan our environment, and we're utilizing that input and using that to make reactions towards different game scenarios or whatever it is. So, oftentimes people miss the fact that so much can be improved upon, utilizing the brain and in training at that level, as opposed to just going out and doing, the gross motor skills that are being used or taught with different sports. We can go and run, we can go and do weightlifting, we can do agility training, but if we take it to the next level and we want to get some really huge improvements, then we step into these little microscopic treatments, is what I would call it, or little things that are just going to give you that competitive edge and take you to the next level. We'll just see those progress. We see the progress actually, happen really quickly when we go about it that way. And then it's not just finding, doing it on both sides. We'll even help identify which side is weaker. So it'd be the same as going to the gym and, lifting some bicep curls. And you're like, okay, my right side, I can do 20 pounds, and the left side, I can do 30 pounds. Maybe a little extreme. But if we, say there's a deficiency there and we want to bring more balance to that, then we're going to train heavier on that left side. Same as, with the brain. We're going to find that the left side maybe has less balance and coordination. Then we'll train that heavier. We'll do more activities and more repetitions to get better results. And we want to bring that all into balance so that we're working